Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick little review. My VOD kind of was ruined because I had to stop audio. I was listening to music and you couldn't really hear me, so I'm just going to do it here instead. This is the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute chart. And we can see how price swept the dead zone lows here, moved higher, right back into this balanced price range, sweeping these relative highs that I mentioned in my daily analysis. I share my daily analysis. I share my monthly, weekly, daily session analysis inside of the Discord. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can join there. So we see how price reacts here, forms a retracement, expands higher, sweeps this low before expanding above this Asian range high. Okay, so we're gonna go into a little bit of detail about my entries here. I wasn't too confident on the low forming here. Once we started moving higher, I was like, okay, we could form like a blow off gap here. I was looking at this inversion SIBI and I entered a long here, anticipating price to continue above these relative highs. We took a lot of time to get there, and it got to a point where I closed it out somewhere around, it was around 1 to 1. I think it was a little bit less than that. I don't quite remember exactly what it was. And I kind of got caught up in, this is something that I struggled with a lot for a long time. I've gotten a lot better with it, but it's still something that, you know, I have to pay attention to, is not looking at these higher time frame charts as much, not this 5 minute, but like, you know, my 4 hour, my 1 hour, my daily, and getting kind of trapped inside of this intraday order flow. So when price started to form this contraction here and here, I was looking for a short position because I wanted to have price sweep these lows before moving higher to those relative highs. I figured that this contraction would continue. We'd have like a quick sweep below and then move higher. What ended up happening is what happened, or what I expected in my analysis. So if I would have zoomed out, I wouldn't have missed this move, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still human. So I took a short position. I took a very small short position here, negated it, and then took another short position at this new week opening gap. We started consolidating, so I exited around break even before it moved higher. So it's pretty silly to look for shorts because my bias was long. But again, you know, that's something that I still struggle with, is just doing a little too much in these intraday charts. That's kind of why my model is framed on a daily range, because it's a lot easier to stick to my forecast. When I set my levels, I set my alerts, and then I just do my own thing. I've been pushing really hard to try to get these 15-minute or 15-second chart entries, and there's some times where I'll see a setup that isn't there. It's a little unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna take it as a learning experience. I'm still, if we look at my account balance, we're about $8 below what the previous day was, so around break even. I think I made 80, lost 90. I'm glad that I was able to just mitigate and just kind of get out of the marketplace. There's still things, you know, I'm not perfect, so there's things that I struggle with. Even though my analysis was correct, I still wasn't super confident in the levels that I set. My friend who's learning how to trade these markets saw this fair value gap here in the market structure shift and aimed 1 to 1 for the Asian session. Beautiful trade, you know, it's in towards that setup, and you know, it would have been a nice trade for me to take also. So, you know, just getting stuck in these higher or these lower time frame charts is something that I'm going to continue to pay attention to going forward, and try not to beat myself up about it too much. I'm a very perfectionist person, and it's something that I've been working on a lot, you know, in my journals and my trade reflections and stuff like that. So overall, you know, we retraced higher, broke above this high. I'll have to do my daily analysis tomorrow morning, and I'll share my thoughts for where we're gonna go next. We're just gonna watch and see how the overnight session trades. I'll do my daily analysis, and I'll keep you posted. So just a quick little review. I wanted to get something out here because, you know, the VOD is ruined, so I couldn't post all of that. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.